You having a good time? Little Pearl Jam. That beautiful. How you guys doing? Hey, got some records for you, and thought I'd just spark us off with a little PG there, a little porch from the Sullivan Theater. Kind of fun. Got a big old stack. Let me see if I can get these. Check these out. Ugh. Got all kinds of goodies. Been a little bit of a while, and I've actually found more since this. Had a really good day 2 days ago. I don't buy a lot of 45s, but man, when I find a box and I see a lot of promos, I just go at it, you know. What do we got? And you see a bunch of small labels saying Soulmate and Funk this, and you go, ooh, ooh. And boy, it was fun. I'll have to do a little video on that. But let's focus on this one. Who cares about that one right now? Let's see. Jules and the Polar Bears. For what not to buy, that would be this record right here. You know, it looks like that 70s kind of, you know, I don't know, power poppy stuff right before the 80s power pop stuff, and it was just bad. It just wasn't a lot of fun, and didn't enjoy it at all. So, no recommendation here. Maybe some of you enjoy it. Got a little Diane Carroll. Nothing I'd listen to, but I could sell. Carroll there with the Previn Trio. And there's a super clean copy of that. Check out this Jerry Mulligan. $3 Stone Mint. Whew. Man, I used to get like 75 bucks for that record. Today, probably retails about 40. So, Billy Eckstine. I have no idea why I buy these. I think I bought one, you know, 10, 15 years ago, and now I buy Billy Eckstine from time to time, and I don't think I sell too many of them. I really need to look into that one. Dizzy Gillespie Goes Hollywood. $1 out of the same shop. $1. Anybody takes a Dizzy, even if it is Dizzy Plays Hollywood. Hey, who wouldn't buy the Don Adams? Get Smart. Check that out. That was $1. Nice comedy piece. That's 20 bucks for me. Leslie Gore. $1 bill. Nice clean piece. Frank Sinatra. Hey, I'm going to show you something. Why would I buy a Frank Sinatra? Because it was $0.25. And in the same booth, there was a Gone with the Wind for 50 cents. I get $8 for these, believe it or not. Sometimes 6, but normally 8. And I get $10 for this one. I get 20 for the other Gone with the Wind. But they were 50 cents and $0.25. Had to buy them. And then when I got to the counter, they were 25% off that. I just gave the guy $1 and said, keep it, please. You know, don't even try and figure it out. 25% off of 75 cents, 66 cents, please. So yeah, kind of funny. You know, I bring those two up. I think it's kind of comical. I'd say this is $6 and say it's 10. And when I say that, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to get an email from somebody from YouTube and say, well, you can buy Frank Sinatra for $1 on eBay. And I'm going to say, yeah? So what? That doesn't mean everybody buys Frank Sinatra on eBay. Sometimes they actually buy them from some other place. And I got to thinking about it. I actually wanted to pull out my shop sales, and here's one of them. There's only what? This was a small month. Only 22 items sold in this little shop. Not a lot of money, a couple $100 in sales. But I actually sold 2 Sinatra records, one for $8 and one for $12. I thought it was kind of ironic. You know, I wanted to share a few other things with you, because I really get these emails. It cracks me up. Anyone ever heard of the term, you know, there's more ways to skin a cat? I mean, whoever assumes that the value of all cars is the value of your car in your driveway? I mean, what makes you think that something isn't more valuable in another part of the country than it is right where you are? Or that just where you see it is fact? I mean, you know, there's an old saying that all politics is local. Well, I see why. Because I get all these emails like, you know, DeWayne, how can you sell a Beatles 62 through 66 for 20 bucks? Well, right here on my sheet, I sold one just this month. Here's a double sheet of records and sales for $25. I sold a Neil Young Decade for $20. A Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young Deja Vu for 10 bucks. Simon and Garfunkel in the Park for $10. I sold a Phil Collins record for $6. Julie London, $10. Kitty Wells record I sold for $35. Ferlin Husky, $10. You know, these are things that Tom Jones I sold for $10. Leonard Skinner, $20. Van Halen, $6. Madonna, Like a Virgin, $8. I sold 4 Jimmy Buffett records, 8, 20, 15, and 8. I sell things like that all the time. And I have a method to it. I'm going to divulge it. Are you ready? Everything I have is really clean, really alphabetized, super organized, no complaints. You know, I don't put scratched records in my stuff. I don't put beat up covers. I throw them out. With that, I never buy records from somebody who looks like my stuff. If you got your stuff alphabetized and organized, I don't even look. I don't care. I'd rather find a box of records that looks like this on the floor at a garage sale or a flea market or an antique mall, and I'll flip through them. That's why I buy a Petty Girls for $3 and sell it for $35. That's why I like to buy like a J.D. Sumner and the Stamps, you know, with Elvis Presley there. You know, people remember these ties. Paid $1 for that. Hey, this is great. Wayne Talbert. This was $2. Check this dude out. Melting Pot. This is awesome. I haven't listened to this yet, but I think it's going to be fun. I think this is like a pop site $20 piece. Little Van Hagar. I paid $1 for this. And again, I can sell that record for $6 to $8. Rumpelstiltskin. This is kind of like a heavy thing. They on Bell Records. $20 pop site piece. Paid $4 for this. AC/DC, TNT. Gotta dig that. Gotta dig that. Should be $25, $30. Oh, hey, your hair metal bands. Those are real easy sellers for me. $8 a piece. Have to look up the Great White stuff. Once bitten, twice shy, baby. And they went through a tragedy in rock and roll history. Just a complete tragedy. There's a nice Van Morrison. I had to pick this up. Green label, Warner Brothers. And I've been thinking about kind of getting into some Van Morrison stuff. You know, always enjoyed, you know, Moonlight and all those things. But, you know, as you mature, you always try something different. And I can't say as I've ever really just, like, dove into Van Morrison. I think I'd really enjoy it. Dude, check this out. Haven't listened to it. I just got it the middle of last week here. This last week. Woolly Bear. Would ya? Super private press. The last one of these sold on eBay or on a pop site for $240. Again, $1 bill. Stone mint. The record's never been played. The cover's VG. So, but the record is just untouched. No spindle marks, anything. Little ZZ Top. Paid $1 bill. Oh, this was really cool. Everybody remember, I'm sure even everybody to this day, you all have your local band that's iconic in your hometown for that moment. Right here locally, a few years back, we had Margo and the Nuclear So-and-Sos. Blew the town up for a while, you know. Still wonderful music, but boy, was it just monumentous at this time. I was going down and seeing Jackal in Kentucky in the late 80s, early 90s. Everybody went to see Jackal. And in Columbus, Ohio, there used to be a band called Rosie. Do some YouTube hits. Rosie is so cool. But Carl Scheller was their lead singer. And he put this solo album out, sealed copy. Should be $200 for me. I found that for $2 in Springfield, Ohio. And didn't know who he was, but stumbled onto Rosie, and they were probably like this big band in the I think it's late 70s, early 80s, those kind of things. Man, rock, just wonderful. The Dramatics on Volt, 15, $20. Stevie Wonder was $2. Nice clean copy. Somebody wrote on the cover, but the album's real clean. Alice Cooper, Welcome to My Nightmare for $1. Oh, you gotta like this. Benny Goodman's Sextet. Look at that old Columbia label. It was $1. I don't think it's been played. You know, when something's that early and no play, you do it. SRC, here's some nice garage, heavy, psyche stuff, fun stuff. Album's clean, cover's not. But again, that I probably won't even put in my booth. I'll probably run that some other place. Herbie Hancock Thrust. The Buckeye Politicians, which I think these are like 15 or $20. Oh, I went through a box of 45s in the antique mall and found some odd label stuff, and I just looked it up on Pop Site for a few minutes. Had about 10 pieces. Here's a Teresa Lindsay. It's a Northern Soul piece on correct tone, and it was $1. So, and I think it's like a $50 to $75 piece. Martin Mull. I get about $8 for those. And this was really great. Red Fox. This is what's so iconic about this. Look at Red Fox, and you've seen these, but look at the back. Looks like the front, right? Well, you can't quite tell this, but like all of these are different titles, but it's the same photo. And then they just changed the color tones on the front. I never really noticed it. You know, Laugh Your, there's a donkey, you know, off. At His Best, doing his own thing. Red Fox, Say It Like It Is. I'm Curious, Black, Restricted, Hot Flashes. Is that funny? I mean, how many albums did he put out there? And he still wound up broke. I just think it's kind of cool. So, anyways, those are my finds. A little bit of my 2 cents on writing me. You know, if you want to write me and complain about what I charge, that's fine. I do things my way, and been doing them for 28 years now, and actually make money doing it. So, guilty. Guilty. Anyways, little PG. Hey, so again, keep a song in your heart.